UConn here on ESPN. The women's field goals last 7 minutes. Paige Becker is getting ready to take on Indiana next here on ESPN. The NCAA Women's Championship presented by Capital One continues next weekend. Final Four special Friday, April 1st at 6 Eastern on ESPN. Then the Final Four Friday at 7 and 9:30 Eastern on ESPN. All access Saturday at 1 on ESPN Plus. And the championship special Sunday at 7 on ESPN.
But let's talk about, as my mic is literally falling off of me right now. Let's talk about this game that we're getting ready to see tip, right? Talking about UConn and Indiana. UConn here after beating UCF in a game where they shot just 29%. So what did UCF do that Indiana can glean from that performance?
UCF brought all the pressure. Congrats to Coach Abe on the new gig. But this is something that is signature to what the Knights do. They push up on you. They play a lot of three-quarter court defense. Here, off the defensive rebound, they match up quickly, and they understand the task to stay in front. Great help side recovery, cutting off the baseline on AZ Fudd's penetration. Watch the rotation on the next pass. How quickly two people, perfect textbook defensive stance, recovered to Olivia Nelson-Ododa. Wild pass. The shot clock's being eaten away. An ill-advised shot from AZ Fudd here, not patient. Ultimately, the UCF Knights come up with this basketball. Now, Indiana's signature defensively is not the same. They do a decent job here versus Iowa of staying in front of the people they are guarding in their man-to-man. Got to the spot there. Close out on a shooter here. Okay. Caitlin Clark, similar to the firepower that UConn will have, is allowed to get to that green area, which is the money zone. Kristen Williamson, Paige Beckers, AZ Fudd, pick your player for UConn. You allow them to penetrate to the middle, it's probably going to be a wrap. So Indiana's got to find that intensity, stay in front, and make sure their help defense is moving quickly.
Well, the player that they're going to go to and rely on to start their offense is going to be Grace Berger. They're going to have to really dial into her getting a lot of touches early on to stay up with a UConn defense. I mean, I think the one thing about Grace Berger, though, is that she also makes her teammates look better. There's five players, additional five players that are averaging double figures for them. So offensively, spread the wealth.
The seasoning and experience and continuity is going to be huge for Indiana.
Of that second round win over UCF, Gino said sometimes you look at a game and you say, I'm not sure how we won that game, but we did. I don't know what that means as they get ready to tip, but I feel like it means something. You'll see it on the other side. This has been Degree in the Studio.
We welcome you to the NCAA Women's Championship presented by Capital One. Getting ready for a Sweet 16 matchup between 3-seed Indiana and 2-seed UConn in Bridgeport, Connecticut, where earlier today, what a finish. NC State down one, 15 seconds left. Reyna Perez comes up with the steal and the layup to give the Wolfpack the lead and eventually the win for Wes Moore's team, headed to the Elite Eight for the first time since 1998. Taking a look at our bracket, we know Texas and Stanford will play for a spot in the Final Four tomorrow night, 9 Eastern on ESPN. Who will meet NC State Monday? We find out over the next 2 hours as we welcome you courtside. Hey everybody, Ryan Rucco alongside the Hall of Famer Rebecca Lobo. We'll hear from Holly Rowe and Andrea Carter in just a moment. Rebecca, UConn has not had a traditional road to this place this season. Went without Paige Beckers for a while, but they have her back now.
Yeah, and she just brings the rest of the team a tremendous amount of confidence when she steps on the floor. Her scoring down since she returned, but she is still delivering the basketball when her team needs it. She brings the energy, she brings the swagger. She can get the crowd involved as well. Paige Beckers still a huge and vital part of Connecticut's success.
Well, you see what Connecticut has done since her return, 7-0, and they have been bludgeoning their opponents. Meanwhile, Indiana in its second straight Sweet 16, and Grace Berger, Mackenzie Holmes, huge reasons why.
Yeah, so many important pieces for Indiana, but Grace Berger, the senior, she is the one who gets it started for them on the offensive end. Terrific in the mid-range game. Will attack inside as well. And Mackenzie Holmes is their anchor. They're big, who can score inside. Tremendous footwork. 10 games now since she's been back since the injury.
You see the numbers for Berger and Holmes. For a little more on today's matchup, let's head things over to Drea.
Well, we can talk offense for both of these teams, Ryan, but I'm looking at the defense in round 2. UConn faced UCF, and Brittany Smith was coming off a 26-point game. Indiana faced Princeton, and Abby Myers was coming off a 29-point game. But because of of the UConn and Indiana defense, individual performances were limited, and both opponents were held to less than their season average in points and field goal percentage. I want to see who brings that second-round defense to the Sweet 16 today. Let's send it to Holly Rowe.
Well, for UConn, the biggest question is how much and how effective can Paige Beckers play and be today? She is coming off a meniscus tear and surgery in January. Also, a plateau tibial fracture where she had to have a plate and several screws inserted. This is a major surgery, and here she is back playing just a few months later. She said she's had to come to terms with that she is not the same Paige Beckers. 21 points per game before the injury, just 7 points per game since the injury. But she said, you know, I'm at peace with this version of myself. I'm going to do whatever I can to help my teammates. That's assisting, being in the right spots, and hitting shots when they need it. She played 33 minutes in the last game. She will not probably play that many minutes in this game. They want to be smart about how they use her here in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, Holly, Gino Auriemma telling us that's too many minutes for Paige as he tries to navigate a deep team here and reintegrating Paige. Gino in his 37th season at the helm of UConn. Most wins in NCAA tournament history with 127, 11 national championships for UConn. They have been to 13 straight Final Fours, and Terry Morin, what a wonderful job she has done with this Indiana program now in her 8th season, and 7 of the 8 NCAA tournament wins in school history have taken place since Coach Morin took over to lead this program. As you can imagine, a heavy UConn crowd in Bridgeport. Indiana talked about feeling excitement to have the intimacy of just their small group of fans feeling like they're playing in a road environment. Huskies win the tip. UConn had to battle to hold off UCF in that second round win. Shot 29%, their lowest ever in a tournament game, never mind a win. Nelson Adota into Edwards, knocked away by Mackenzie Holmes. And here comes Cardano Hillary.
Both teams starting out in a man-to-man, and you heard Andrea at the beginning of the telecast how stingy both defenses are, and they both go inside. Indiana able to convert.
Mackenzie Holmes on the little floater. Taking a look at our Capital One starting lineups. For UConn, Edwards, Williams, Beckers, AZ Fudd, the freshman, and Olivia Nelson Adota, the senior. Nelson Adota couldn't finish it. Good D there from Goulbay, who's really been playing well. She starts with Holmes, Berger, Patberg, Cardano Hillary. Patberg able to lay it in, and a good start for Indiana.
Indiana's done a really nice job. First getting the ball inside, and then Patberg attacking off the bounce.
Patberg in her 7th season playing collegiate basketball. No eligibility left after this. Fudd working into the paint, knocked away. Edwards couldn't handle. Cardano Hillary dishing to the corner. Patberg bounced it out of bounds, and Indiana gives it away. This is an Indiana team with tons of experience. Went to the Sweet 16 a season ago. It was the first time they had ever done so in a 64-team format, as fouls called here against Indiana.
This is the defensive energy we're talking about. Look at the slide, cutting off the baseline and then creating a turnover. It's the little things on defense that make a difference, Rebecca.
And you just saw Cardano Hillary with a little poke away for Paige Beckers, now an offensive foul. We've seen this called a ton so far this season and in the tournament. The illegal screens away from the ball.
Foul called on Beckers, her first. Already 3 UConn turnovers here against Indiana. Cardano Hillary. Get in and out to Berger. Goulbay to the reverse, couldn't finish it. Loose ball, Fudd. What an astute tap from Fudd over to Beckers. Hazy Fudd dishing it out. Was open in the corner. Williams didn't get it back to her. And Fudd is lethal from 3. Nelson Adota, the easy finish.
Indiana's defense makes things difficult. You see how quickly they're able to help, how quickly they can recover.
This is the first time these two teams have ever met. Cardano-Hillary, that's going to be an offensive foul on Cardano-Hillary.
This is when Aaliyah Edwards is at her best, is when she is active defensively. She is terrific on the offensive glass here. She's got great mobility for a big player, able to cut off the driving lane.
Keandra Brown into the game for Indiana as Holmes gets an early breather. Holmes missed 8 games in the middle of the season with a knee injury. Beckers too strong, and Patberg the rebound. Brown dealing with a hip issue herself as Patberg money in the mid-range.
Really nice job by Patberg because Kristen Williams had a nice contest.
Patberg 4 times has been an all-Big Ten honoree. She's 3rd all-time in IU in assists, 9th in points. That's too strong from Williams. Cardano-Hillary pushing with Patberg. Pull-up jumper is good. Gino Auriemma was very concerned about Indiana in the mid-range.
For good reason. I mean, this is a team that can really pull up and score the basketball. They've done a nice job limiting Connecticut in transition. That was one of the huge keys for Terry Morin.
Beckers pull-up short.
And in case the scorers table didn't see that it went in.
Page lets him know.
Yeah.
Straight on 3, no good for Goulbe. Missed it right.
Indiana's done a good job pushing pace when they can and getting a defensive board, looking the other way. Cardano-Hillary using quickness. You get the defense on their heels, boom. You can hit the shot. And then Paige Beckers says, all right, I got a little mid-range of my own.
Edwards, face-up is good. After a slow start to the season, Aaliyah Edwards rounded back into the form we saw in her freshman campaign.
Yeah, just went back to doing the little things, the hustles, the offensive boards, the gritty defense.
8-6 Indiana, the early lead on UConn in this Sweet 16 matchup. Goulbe on the attack, gets the lane and lays it in.
Indiana's done a really nice job of that. You know, just driving by UConn defenders as they kind of lunge out and get out of the stance.
Chloe Moore-McNeil in off the bench for Indiana as Beckers doesn't get the roll. Nice box out there from Brown. Here's Moore-McNeil. Giving it up. Patberg. Circling, dishing, Moore-McNeil, a 3, off the mark. The rebound secured by Edwards.
There's a lightning pace to this game.
Yes. If you went to the kitchen to get graham crackers, you've missed the first quarter. Williams lays it in. It's the only acceptable snack to get.
How did you choose grams?
My dad's go-to. Held ball will take us to break. Good action early. 6 minutes into the first. Let's take a look at today's Be Your Own Champion, brought to you by Champion. UConn, an unusual path to a familiar place. Georgia Tech, snapped a 239-game win streak against unranked opponents that UConn had. Then Villanova snapped an 145-game conference win streak. But a 12-game winning streak has brought UConn to its 28th straight Sweet 16 appearance. It is just incredible when you look at what this team has done under Gino Auriemma. 15 straight Elite Eights, 13 straight Final Fours.
Still wondering why they were driving on the left side of the road.
They were, overseas.
Okay.
Goulbe on the follow gets it to go. A lot of continuity with this Indiana team. Mackenzie Holmes back in. Brown goes to the bench. UConn goes to their bench as well as Dorka Juhas comes in. Beckers aggressive early and hitting again.
Yeah, since her return from injury, she's been much more looking to get her teammates involved than she has been looking for her own offense, but that's not been the story here early in this game.
Heard Holly talk about how Paige yesterday said she's not going to be last year's Paige Becker. She knows that. Goulbe needs some help. Beckers comes up with a steal, hits the floor, 5 to shoot. Berger ends up getting space and laying it in. The broken play results in 2.
How about the poise from Indiana early in this game? They have so much experience. They've been in this moment before. They're in front of a large, hostile crowd. Hasn't made a difference.
Last year went to their first ever Elite Eight, Holly. As that 3 drops in for AZ Fudd. And Paige Beckers grabbing at her left knee as she is helped up. Paige limping over towards the UConn bench, and we will obviously keep an eye on that as Paige undoes her brace and grabs at that left knee. Cardano Hillary hits the jumper, another mid-range for Indiana. All eyes are going to be on Paige Beckers right now, getting taped back up. Juhas, too strong. That's going to be a foul against Mule on the rebound. Let's take one look at this. Paige Beckers defensively here, going down on the deflection, and then grabbing her knee and grimacing on the floor. Let's check in with Holly.
And guys, they quickly just added an extra level of kinesio tape. It's a supportive tape that helps stop inflammation as well. The athletic trainer quickly applied that, and Paige is back ready to check in. We did talk to her extensively about her decision to play. She said, I talked to my parents, I prayed about it, and I just wanted to get back on the court after 82 days off. So this is still a risk for her. She's ready to come back in.
Yeah, Holly, it was really interesting. Paige talking about navigating so many different voices in her ear at first when she got hurt, and finally going back to her faith and her parents and the fact that she loves to play. Meanwhile, Mackenzie Holmes has been terrific to start this game as Juhas a little too strong on a 3. Berger collects the rebound, put it down behind the back in traffic. That's a no-no. Juhas can't finish. Another chance for UConn. Fudd carries the 3. She's dynamite from downtown.
Here Indiana continue to look into Mackenzie Holmes because that last collect, gather, and finish was extraordinary.
Pat Bird squeezes it to the corner. Fudd's second 3, the #1 recruit in this year's recruiting class. How about Pat Bird, short on a triple. Pat Bird does not often fire effectively from 3 when you comp it to her mid-range. Under 33% from downtown. Williams able to finish. And UConn ties it, a chance to take the lead. Williams, bucket plus the foul.
AZ Fudd continues to be efficient from the perimeter. First the miss from Juhas. Kristen Williams passing it back out. Missed layups were a real problem for Connecticut against Central Florida. And then here you go, Kristen Williams saying, all right, I'm not going to miss mine.
First foul on Mackenzie Holmes. Williams, number 11 right now in our ESPN WNBA mock draft. Completes the 3-point play. First Connecticut lead. They're on a 6-0 run. Talking to Williams yesterday about how, because Beckers was out, she had to spend so much time at the point guard position, but that it's actually aided her playmaking on the wing now with Beckers back. How about that setup from Berger, unable to finish, but gorgeous handle.
Connecticut now with a smaller lineup. Westbrook there with the basketball is essentially their 4.
Off Mahomes and out of bounds. Last hit Indiana. Another chance here for UConn. Mackenzie Holmes and Patberg will both get an early start in the end of first quarter break. More McNeil in for Indiana. Nika Mule, denial on Nelson Adota from Berger, but then the follow.
What a beautiful pass by Mule.
Mule has been such a key contributor for UConn. Gino Auriemma just glows when talking about the toughness and the importance of the sophomore from Croatia. An 8-0 UConn run. 6 seconds left in the quarter. Berger gives it up. Cardano Hillary puts it up. Williams the rejection. 0.3 of a second to go in the first. That'll do it for the first quarter of this Sweet 16 matchup. UConn uses an 8-0 run to take a 3-point lead at the end of the first. We'll talk with Indiana head coach Terry Morin when we get back.
Welcome back to Bridgeport, here with Hoosiers head coach Terry Morin. And Coach, how do you like the composure of your group to start this game with this hostile atmosphere?
Well, I love it. You know, I think it's going to be a fast-paced game. You know, two teams that really love offense, but also two teams that love defense as well. But right now, I love where we're at.
You've been able to get it inside to Mackenzie Holmes. How is she operating efficiently?
Well, she's been terrific. We just got to get into her more, I think. You know, we got to, that's what we're getting ready to talk about. We got to get the ball inside.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, Mackenzie Holmes has looked terrific, Rebecca, so I can understand why Terry Morin would want to go to her a little more as we check out our game track, brought to you by Adidas. Both teams shot it well in that first quarter. Big quarters from Kristen Williams and AZ Fudd, and Indiana doing its work in the paint.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about how impressive both of these teams are on the defensive end of the floor, and they have been. They have just been efficient offensively as well, and Indiana's gotten the ball into Holmes, but they've also done a really nice job getting paint touches on dribble penetration. What's helped UConn a lot so far in this game is getting to the offensive glass. Terry Morin told us yesterday one of the things they had to do is keep Connecticut from getting those second chances.
Paige Beckers back in for UConn, obviously a big exhale from all Husky fans after Beckers went down grabbing her left knee, which is the surgically repaired one in that first. Fudd, not that time. And a foul's going to go against Nelson Adota, which she can get herself into foul trouble sometimes. That's her first.
But if you're going to get a foul, go ahead, get it on getting to the offensive glass. That's an energy play.
How online does every shot AZ Fudd takes look?
It looks so pretty.
It might be a little short or a little long, but it's going to be square to the rim. Cardano Hillary leaves it. Holmes out. Patberg in from 3.
And smart for Cardano Hillary to go at Paige Beckers, test her.
7 points for Ali Patberg. One of the all-time greats in the history of this Indiana program. Beckers stops on a dime. Westbrook in the corner, airmails it. And Berger able to collect it. Look at Berger with the tight handle up the floor. Berger behind the back. Spin, dish. Cardano Hillary gets fouled by Mule.
Rebecca, we have to show some love to Nicole Cardano Hillary at the guard position. Look, shoulder on hip. That is how you attack a defender. And then it leads to the extra pass and the 3, but it starts with that low attack on the drive.
Yeah, she has certainly been in attack mode. The entire Indiana team has. That's how they've gotten a significant amount of their points in the paint, including going to Holmes.
Mackenzie Holmes has footwork for days. It was funny when we talked with Terry Moore and she said, hey, we can't take any credit for the footwork of Mackenzie Holmes. She's had that her entire life. As that layup goes down for Ducharme, who had a stretch in the middle of the season where she was leading UConn in scoring on a very consistent basis.
Yeah, about 8 games where she was their best offensive player.
2-point UConn lead. Winner will face NC State Monday night. Westbrook off the steal. Avina Westbrook in for 2. 12-3 extended run for UConn going back to the end of the first. Holmes gets a touch, but not a possession. Here's Beckers, zigging, zagging. Nelson Adota has the position. What a dish. Gorgeous feed from Ducharme to Nelson Adota.
Olivia Nelson Adota was open for a little while and held her position, and then it was all about her guard delivering on the money, right?
14-3, UConn runs, 6-point lead. Happer tosses it into traffic. Gourbet, no. UConn playing with pace here in this second quarter.
They've been able to play with pace because they've gotten stops on the defensive end and can then push.
Mule. Becker straight on 3. No, he's had some good looks. Been a little more aggressive offensively to start this game than we've seen since returning from the injury. Berger gives it back to Patberg. Her 3 is good. Allie Patberg has it going on. 10 points in this first half.
How about the 7th-year player?
Grabbing at her left shoulder. Still grabbing at it. 25 years old. Joked about having to keep up with 18-year-olds.
I don't know that she was joking.
Mule with an answer.
Nika Mule is out there because of her defensive prowess and intensity, and when she can give you 3 balls, it's a bonus for Connecticut.
Here's Berger. Patberg wants it. Patberg, pull-up jumper, money. Allie Patberg with 12 in the first half.
Smart for them to attack Ducharme on that end of the floor.
30-26, UConn in front. Second quarter action, Sweet 16. Beckers committed to the air, was able to get it over to Nelson Adota. Beckers on the attack, left it short. Rebound, Holmes. Here's Patberg, 3-on-2. Berger, Cardano, Hillary in the corner. No. Following it up, though, Cardano, Hillary, and that's going to be her second offensive foul as Nika Mule took the contact. See where Allie Patberg hurt that left shoulder, reaching in there and then grabbing at the left shoulder. But you know what? It didn't keep her from doing this.
Could hurt your left shoulder if you're a righty.
Still grabbing at it and grimacing. Patberg has all of Indiana's points in this second quarter.
Indiana now going with a zone look.
Edwards missed the layup.
Again, a problem in the last game for UConn. Missed layups.
Cardano Hillary kicked it over to UConn. Here is Williams, 3-on-2. Ducharme, make sure that layup goes down.
Kristen Williams is focused. She is focused on both ends of the floor. She got the tip the other way and then a nice wraparound to keep the break going.
She talked with us yesterday about how the book on her was she's been too inconsistent throughout her collegiate career. Her focus this season has been consistency. There has been much more of it this year for the talented Williams. Edwards on the rejection. Here's Fudd, pull up 3, you bet! Timeout, Indiana. UConn has its largest lead.
Azzi Fudd is pure, and this is why. Her form from the perimeter, she's smiling, crowd smiling.
Coming up at the Degree Halftime Report, we will show you the highlights from a thrilling finish between NC State and Notre Dame. Of course, NC State will face the winner of this game. Your thoughts on what you're seeing so far?
UConn, Azzi Fudd came to play, and I love what Caroline Ducharme has brought off the bench. They got 9 bench points compared to nothing for Indiana. I'm curious if the depth is going to start to wear on the Hoosiers.
Well, in the second quarter, Patberg for Indiana was the only offense that they had. They have 8 points, and she has all of them. More offensive production from the rest of her teammates.
Hey, feed her. She's 5 of 6. Yeah. We will see you at halftime. But right now, we get it back to Bridgeport with Ryan Rucco and Rebecca Lobo.
All right, Elle, we look forward to that. Good game here after a thriller to start things this morning, with NC State coming back to beat an incredibly young and talented Notre Dame team in the final seconds to advance to the Elite Eight. NC State there for the first time since 1998 as Holmes gets fouled. And Mackenzie Holmes will go to the line to shoot 2. Guess what? We're going to step aside again just for a moment. The UConn fired up. A 14-5 run to build this 9-point second quarter lead, seeking a 16th straight appearance in the Elite Eight. UConn a 9-point lead, second quarter action, this Sweet 16 matchup. Let's take a look at our Capital One rewarding performance. We saw NC State catching the action of this game. They could do it with a smile thanks to this. Reyna Perez on the steal with 12 seconds to go, lays it in to give NC State the lead by 1. They outscore Notre Dame 20-10 in the fourth and head to the Elite Eight for the first time since 1998. We take a look at our brackets. Stanford, Texas will play for a trip to the Final Four tomorrow night, and NC State awaits the winner of UConn and Indiana. Drea.
Well, listen, for young kids watching at home, you need to watch that steal by Reyna Perez over and over. She goes under Dara Mabry's arm. If she goes over the top of Dara's shoulder, that is an automatic foul by a referee. Anytime they see it, I swear they call it. Maybe that's me being bitter, but it was picture perfect from Reyna Perez on the steal.
How about Drea talking that guard talk?
That's right. It was incredible watching the defense of Perez and Crutchfield down the stretch, coming up with big steal after big steal for NC State, who had their season ended by Indiana in the Sweet 16 a season ago.
Can I talk big talk now?
Of course.
Last time out, 2 timeouts ago, Indiana came out, little big screen, get Mackenzie Holmes the basketball. That's where they need to go when they need to settle in offensively.
First Indiana free throws of the game right there from Holmes. Edwards, no. Good job. Nelson Adota got up high to keep it alive for UConn. For Terry Moore intel, Holly, offensive rebounding, an issue. Edwards bangs in, gets rejected by Holmes.
What a beautiful pass, though, by Paige Beckers to get it in there.
Here's Pat Bird. 12 points in the first half for Allie Papper. Berger wants to get it to Holmes. Little screen and roll. Holmes able to find a seam and finish.
She just doesn't get knocked off balance. Hit each side, keeps her balance, keeps her eyes on the rim. Impressive.
4 straight points from Indiana. Nice response out of the timeout. Williams has been sharp thus far. Williams will fire, no, rebound, fought for by Holmes, won by Berger. Here comes Indiana. Pat Bird. Beckers has 2 fouls, needs to play carefully a bit.
Indiana has had success when they've been able to switch sides of the floor and then attack the paint.
More McNeil, bangs it in, there it is, partner. Holmes couldn't finish it though. hit the side of the backboard.
When Connecticut scores, they can extend their pressure, slow down Indiana, and it gives them less time to do that in the quarter court.
And Gino Auriemma actually slowed down Paige Beckers there to run a set here for UConn. Edwards doesn't hit, follows it up, lost the handle, got it back, put it in.
When she's at her best, making the energy plays, in particular on the offensive glass.
Six offensive rebounds for UConn and a 7-point lead. Berger got a little too careless with it, and Edwards jumped the root and drew the foul.
You see the difference, though, when they're not able to switch sides of the floor.
The NCAA Men's Basketball Championship Elite 8 begins tonight with coverage beginning at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on TBS. For more information on game times and networks, go to ncaa.com. Westbrook, Nelson Adota, Williams, Edwards, and Fudd are the 5 for UConn. Indiana with Goulbe, Patberg, Holmes, as well as Berger and Cardano-Hillary. You get that wet spot?
I need that guy for my kitchen.
4 kids, he'd be active all day.
All time.
Who's the messiest, Rose?
Steve.
Oh. Fudd already with 3 threes. Nelson Adota bodies in, lifts up, can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound from Edwards. Sets up Williams, off on a 3. Another O-board from Aaliyah Edwards. An absolute terror on the glass. Fudd gets some space, missed it right. And that one will have no rebound.
When you and I last saw Connecticut in person, it was December? Aaliyah Edwards was a different player.
Yeah.
She has gotten back to what makes her terrific, and that's just getting all over the old boards, being active defensively.
3-second difference, game and shot clock. Already 4 offensive rebounds for Edwards, who has 7 total. Cardano-Hillary letting it wind. Out to Berger. 3 to shoot. Berger into 2. Finds Holmes. Able to not flip it in, but did get the whistle. Oh, or did she? Everybody stopped. And it's out of bounds off of UConn. So interesting. Everybody stopped as if either the quarter was over or a foul was called.
I think the shot clock horn went off. But that was helpful.
It's going to be Indiana ball underneath with 1.3 to go in this first half. Holmes couldn't quite finish it. Looked like maybe she had gotten a whistle. And there was just a shot clock going off. It shouldn't have. It's just a live ball. Chance here in the corner. Goulbe got it to go at the end of the half. They'll take a look and make sure she got it off on time. But what a big momentum 3 from Alexa Goulbe to make it a 4-point game at the half. Let's see, Rebecca, did she get it off in time? Looks like she did. Very close. Let's take one more look. Take a look at the light, the release. That is very close. AZ Fudd, a big first half. She's with Holly Rowe.
Well, AZ, I've seen you come around this UConn program for 3 years since you committed. You're finally in the UConn jersey in your first Sweet 16. How did that first half match your dream in your mind, the reality?
I mean, I couldn't even really begin to believe what it would feel like to be out here, but it's everything I could have ever hoped for. I mean, the crowd is amazing, and we're playing well, so I'm just really happy to be here.
You are playing well. Why is your offense clicking right now?
I think just everything we've been through this season, we're clicking right now, we're confident in each other, and I think that's the biggest thing. We believe in each other, and when we believe in each other, good things happen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Holly, we're going to take one more look at that three from Goulbay and see, could it still be on her hand on the release? Let's see. There's the step back. 0.1. That is very tight. Remember, the bucket counted on the floor. Is there space? It looks like there's a little space between hand and ball. It's about as close as it gets. The officials are still taking a look. Wow. I think it's off her fingertips and out before it goes to triple zeros. This is so extraordinarily close. My goodness, Rebecca. Is there any chance it's still touching her hand on triple zeros? I mean, wow. It's off there. I think it's off.
I think it is too.
I think it's going to count by a frame.
What a shot.
Yep. That's when it's last on the hand, and then next it's still, yeah, I think that's going to count, Rebecca. Outstanding work from our director, Jimmy Platt, and our crew in the truck as the officials taking a look at the same thing just to make sure. This obviously is a huge basket, Rebecca. Think about how much differently you feel if you're Indiana down 4 versus down 7.
Yeah, without question. An incredible job by Goulbay to get the space to get the shot off. I think it's good.
I think it's good too.
And since it was called good on the floor, I certainly don't think you have enough to overturn it.
Right. I mean, the look back when it's still on her hand, you're at 0.1. Then when you put it one frame forward, it's off her hand when it hits triple zeros. The officials are still huddling. Elle, Nikki, and Monica are chomping at the bit. They're there like, they're ready to go.
Don't worry, ladies, you'll still get all your time.
After video review, the call on the floor stands, a successful three-point basket.
All right, there you go. Huge three from Goulbay at the buzzer after nobody went for the rebound, and it gave Indiana the possession. Elle, Duncan, Monica, Nikki in the studio next.
You were right, Ryan. We were chomping at the bit. We wanted to say, Alexa Goulbay with the clutch three down the stretch makes it a 4-point game. Degree halftime report. We say, hello, I am Elle Duncan. She's Monica McNutt. That is Nikki Fargas. All right, so we've got a 4-point game at the break, and you got to talk about UConn. You could say sharing the wealth, sort of thematically, was what they did in that first half. 8 different players with at least a point for UConn.
Yeah, and you look at bench points specifically, 9-0, which is going to be a big deal in terms of can Indiana maintain this level of intensity. It started largely with AZ Fudd, who I loved talking to Holly Rowe about how special it is to be back on the floor coming back off of injury this season. AZ has 9 points so far in this ball game. She's 3 of 6 from behind the three-point line. But when you look at the bench scoring, Caroline Ducharme comes off the bench, and she's been terrific all season. She has 4 of those 9 bench points, and so she's a big boost when you talk about the depth that UConn has in this ballgame.
And the depth on the other side, you got to keep beating the well, and that well is Ali Patberg.
Yes,
She's done a phenomenal job of establishing herself inside as this go-to for her, and you've got to keep feeding her. But I love the action that she's able to pull people away from the basket. She's able to knock down the three. She's able to play off the dribble penetration. She's doing a phenomenal job of just establishing offensive execution. On the flip side of it, make sure you take care of the basketball because you are giving Connecticut those transition baskets, and that's something that you can't continue to do going into the second half. But the play of Patberg has been phenomenal. You're going to have more offensive possessions, so getting on the offensive glass is going to be key as well.
They were dominating inside in that first quarter. Was Indiana 14 points in the paint. They only have 2 since, so we'll certainly see if they can turn things around. Of course, the winner of this game between UConn and
Welcome back to the Degree Halftime Report.
1.5 games in the book, 2 more to go. We take a look at the Wichita bracket. Louisville and Tennessee, a game you're going to see at 4 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. And still Michigan and South Dakota will close us out at 6:30 Eastern. So, Monica, of these 2 games left, the key and won the game that you're standing out.
All right, I don't want to mess up my numbers, so I got to go to my paper here.
Yeah.
South Dakota is 10th in the nation. Stop cheating.
Sorry.
Is 10th in the nation in defensive efficiency, allowing 78.9 points per game. So they're going to have to key in defensively on Michigan because Naz Hillman scored her 50th double-double of her career in the prior game, and she's averaging 25 and 11. So you got to slow Naz. You got to hit shots from the outside. They're shooting 47% from 3, but they've only taken 30 of them.
Well, for Louisville, Van Lith has got to have an unbelievable night against Tennessee. The other thing that she has to do is get Inksler involved. Those two together, that's the Batman and the Robin. And then stay true to your defensive scheme. Louisville holding opponents to 55 points a game. Unbelievable defense. But then you're facing a team with Tennessee that has Tamari Key and Alexis Dye inside. So you're going to have to figure out how to keep those 2 players from scoring the basketball as well.
Will Louisville be able to run? Will UConn be able to get a little separation in the second half quickly? What do you want to see?
Indiana's going to have to maintain their focus and their stamina. Someone who has been here in this position and actually ended up losing the game by 5 back in 2011 when we led by 3 at halftime to UConn, you got every little decision matters. You got to stay locked into the very end.
And stay true to what got you here.
Yeah.
Do not deviate from your game plan, but also taking care of the basketball. Do not give those possessions away. I thought that was the difference in the second quarter when UConn was able to extend their lead.
Mm-hmm.
They were able to run out on those steals to get transition baskets.
And maybe from someone who knows absolutely nothing about any of this, keep the crowd out of it, I would say, right, if you're Indiana. Alexa, how do you close out a half? With a huge 3-pointer, Alexa Golbey, a 4-point game in Bridgeport. This has been the Degree Halftime Report, second half tips after the break. Thanks for watching.
This halftime report is presented by Degree. It won't let you down.
Welcome back to the NCAA Women's Championship presented by Capital One. Getting ready to start the third quarter of this Sweet 16 matchup. 2-seed UConn, a 37-33 lead on 3-seed Indiana. As we welcome you back courtside, Ryan Rucco alongside the Hall of Famer Rebecca Lobo, Andrea Carter, Holly Rowe here as well. Andrea, we saw UConn really use the offensive glass effectively in that first half.
Absolutely, Ryan. UConn had a significant advantage on the offensive glass. 8 offensive rebounds in that first half, and it's just effort. Look, no one checks Kristen Williams, and then she has the patience and the vision to find her teammate, AZ Fudd. And then on the shot, Mackenzie Holmes is creeping back. You've got to box out Aaliyah Edwards. That second effort, that energy on the offensive glass gave UConn the lead in the first half.
Let's take a look at our first half stats. They're brought to you by Geico.
And that was the difference in the first half. Indiana shooting 52%, but Connecticut 10 more field goal attempts. It hasn't been a result of turnovers as much as it has been the offensive boards for UConn.
UConn was able to fight off UCF in the second round and punch their ticket to a 28th straight Sweet 16. Meanwhile, Indiana just got by 11-seed Princeton to earn a trip to a second straight Sweet 16. Winner of this game will face NC State Monday night here in Bridgeport. Big 3 by Goulbe to just beat the buzzer at the end of the first half as Cardano Hillary had it spin out from deep. Indy had been 0 for 3 from 3 in the first. They were 3 for 3 in the second. And that's going to be a foul on Holmes, working on Nelson Adota, and that will be the second personal on Mackenzie Holmes.
It's been a physical ball game. You know, a lot of contact inside. The officials, for the most part, have let it go.
Here's Nelson Adota. Deckers will fire and hit from 3, plus a foul. And will that foul go against Indiana? It will against Goulbe.
Aaliyah Edwards relentless on the offensive glass in the first half, and her pursuit gets her the foul on Goulbe.
So score the bucket, plus another chance, and Fudd nearly got it to go. Holmes is going to get hit with a foul now. That'll be her third as she wrapped up Nelson Adota.
Under inbounds play, Connecticut likes to get it back to the inbounder. Paige Beckers hitting the three. Clearly, conversation Indiana at the halftime was, we got to keep them off the glass. The problem is they're fouling to do it.
Beckers, no. Nelson Adota, offensive rebound. Able to finish. Holmes had to be careful now with 3 fouls.
But back-to-back fouls trying to box out the offensive players.
What Drea was documenting a few moments ago. 9-point game, UConn in front. Tatberg shovels. Holmes, the footwork is just divine, couldn't finish.
Olivia Nelson-Adota does a fantastic job keeping her hands straight up in the air. When she was a younger player, Coach Oriam would tell her, if your hands go below your shoulders, I'm taking you out.
Oh, the give, the goal, the deuce.
Indiana worked a ton defensively yesterday in their practice, not giving up the backdoor cut. They didn't give up one in the first half.
They do there. 7-0 run. Cardano Hillary. Getting it back out. Tatberg across her body, couldn't finish it. Fudd fingertips it over to Beckers. UConn has started this third quarter with a purpose. Beckers dips inside, lays it in. It's all Huskies to begin the second half. Timeout, Indiana.
Connecticut's so good when they can pass and cut. Backdoor, the give and go, and then this time Paige Beckers gets it. Not quite your pizza pie.